Wake up! Get out of bed, put on your clothes, another day is dawning. Turn on your TV, time to watch This Morning with Richard, not Judy. For better, not worse, it's live, not rehearsed, made for no money, not for anybody. Welcome your hosts, and hope Rich and Stu, they have no idea, so let's see how they do on This Morning with Richard, not Judy.
We should have brought in games. It's the last show.
Thank you. I am Stuart Lee.
And my name is Lola. I am a showgirl with yellow feathers in my hair and a dress cut down to there. We whip merengue and do the cha-cha. And while I try to be a star, Tony always tended bar across a crowded floor. We worked from 8 till 4. Well, we were young and we had each other. Who could ask for more at the Copacabana? The hardest spot north of Havana. At the Copacabana. Music and passion were always in fashion. At the Copa, we fell in love.
Shut up. Is your name Lola?
Yes, my name is Lola.
No, listen to the question, the word's in it. Is your name Lola?
No, it's Richard Herring.
Right. And do you have feathers in your hair?
Depends if I've been entertaining the owls,
Right.
Stu.
So all this dance was for nothing?
You
then?
always spoil everything I do!
Go on, get out of there, go on.
Stop
And you,
it.
go.
Shut up!
And coming up later in the show today.
At 12:25, Jonathan Aitken will be revealing that since he's had to use the communal prison showers, it isn't only his Jonathan that is aching. Aitken, sorry.
And at 12:35, we'll be joining the people of Kosovo in thanking NATO for accidentally blowing up their friends, poisoning the rivers and creating a localised ecological disaster.
Thanks, NATO. At satire, Stu, satire. Yeah. At 12:45, we'll be following the astonishing revelation that Tara Palmer-Tomlinson has taken cocaine, with the news that Vanessa Feltz has eaten some cakes.
And at 12:55, we'll be meeting Britain's only professional penguin shepherd.
There he is.
Yeah, in the kingdom of the Penguin, Prince Charles is the king penguin.
And only there is he the king. And please welcome at the piano, Richard Thomas.
Do you think you're getting too attached to your equipment, Richard?
No.
No, I think you are. You look like one of the Borg or something.
Oh, I don't. Resistance is futile.
What
now?
You,
What?
I just noticed that
What?
jumper. That's an unusual look for you,
It's a
isn't
good look for me, the jumper look. My nan gave me this for Christmas. I keep saying, why don't I wear it? I'm wearing a jumper.
Do you like the jumper, Stu?
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
No, listen to the question. The words in it. Do you like the jumper?
My nan gave it me.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, your nan. Oh, look at you, you little jumper
Stop,
boy.
leave me alone
Hello,
now.
jumper man.
Enough.
Okay.
And then did a great beast rise from the boiling seas, and it had 10 horns and 7 heads, and upon each horn was a crown, and upon each head were words that were insulting to God. And the creature looked like a leopard, but had the teeth of a bear, and the feet of a lion, and the belly of a crow. Well, that's the last time I take magic mushrooms.
Well, the war in Kosovo started just as our series started, and now we're going off air. It's finishing, and it makes me wonder if we're somehow responsible.
Sorry, Stu, I just can't get over that jumper.
What?
It's,
Don't you like it?
I think it's a lovely jumper, Stu.
Right.
I think it's exactly the kind of jumper that someone like you would really like to wear.
Are you being sarcastic to me?
No.
Look, stop that. I am the high-status one in this comic relationship. Stop it.
I always thought so, Stu, but now I see you in the jumper. You look weak.
Weak?
Weak, I say. You're a weakling. You can be, look, you can put on false breasts now, mate. You can play with a beaver. Go on. You can eat cress. Go and eat the cress.
Curse you, Gran, for making me wear this jumper this way.
Hi, you just caught me eating the milk teeth of young children. Now, you might think that children's teeth are hard to come by, but luckily, I've got a very reliable supplier. Thanks to Ferry. Nice work. Delicious. This week, I'm going to be drinking Sasquatch milk. The Sasquatch has been known by many names to many different people. Bigfoot, the abominable Yeti, Papa Snow. But despite documentary evidence of its hair, its footprints, its droppings, even a video film, no one has yet managed to sample a Sasquatch's milk. Until now. I'm hiding in a bush in the Canadian Rockies. Honestly, it's just not a very rocky part of it. And if I keep very quiet and still, I hope that I might encounter a Sasquatch. Oh, look, there's one. The Sasquatch is a shy and peaceful creature and notoriously frightened of mankind, which is why I've brought this. I must be about my work, speedy like, before the rigor mortis sets in and the milk curdles. Now, to try the milk. And the taste? Well, it's not bad. Nothing to write home about. 5 out of 10. No, 4. 4. Enjoy your milk. There'll always be milk, everyone.
Did you die in that?
I did die. I rose again. I'm not saying I'm Jesus.
Okay.
That's for other people to say.
And now this week's aims.
Aim 1 is to have a show in our next series cancelled for a sporting event that England actually managed to win.
Aim 2 is to follow up the amazing revelation that MP Ron Davis is bisexual by revealing that wee Jimmy Cranky is actually a small old woman.
No, that explains the wrinkles.
Indeed.
Then. Aim 3 is why she was allowed to marry her brother. Aim 3 is to produce a new rating-stopping show combining the BBC's 2 fallen stars called Hale and Felts. I said Felts. Featuring the funny fat one with the moustache and Gareth Hale as well. I was talking about Vanessa Felts all along.
Aim 4. In the light of Gail Porter's claims that she didn't strip off to promote her career, Aim 4 is to ask her, why did you do it then? Were you a bit hot? Was your dress itchy? Was it too tight, was it?
And Aim 5 is to learn from the marketing success of Chunky Kit Kats by introducing new Chunky Cress. Twice as thick.
Consider the lily of the field. See how they grow, and yet they neither toil nor spin. Yeah, it was an amazing time for parables, the biblical times. I think what I was trying to do, and I was very much the first person to do this, I think, is I was trying to take the kind of spiritual stories that had always previously been very dry and esoteric and present them to people in a way that they would understand that related to their lives, you know, by talking about wineskins and vineyards, fishing. Consider the lilies.
What I have done.
Well, consider it a bit more. Yeah, consider the lilies of the field. I mean, it became ridiculous in the end. People used to shout it at me in the street, or people go, oh, Jesus, consider the lilies of the field. You know, I'd go, yeah, see how they grow, you know, and they'd laugh. Consider the lily of the field. But it became a bit of a cross to bear towards the end. See how they grow, and yet they neither toil nor spin. So I say to you, Matthew, do not be anxious about your life, what you shall eat, what you shall drink, nor about your body and what clothes you shall put on it. It was like I could never get away from this lily thing, and I tried other stuff to do other stuff. Consider this sponge.
No, I've had enough of this. Get on, I'm going.
Consider This piece of naan...
Not this again!
Is it not round? I'd just never get away with it, and I'd be doing all this stuff, and people would be going, oh, shouting about the lilies.
Consider the lilies
of the field, yeah. You say, would you do it again? I don't know. You know, but all the same, you know, they were amazing, incredible times, the biblical times.
That was Stu dressed up. Stu, with a beard.
And now...
Stu, that was him. Just now on the TV, now.
Now it's time to meet the slaves who will serve the final king.
Our queen!
Or king of the series, Trevor and...
No, you know, Stu, I feel a bit guilty about Trevor and Natalie.
Why?
You know, they're both very attractive young people, and during this series and the last, we've made them dress up in some ridiculous costumes, Stu, every week.
You're right, you know. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Remember?
Yeah, I do, I said.
Remember.
I brought it up.
And when he pulls his frilly nylon panties right up tight, he feels a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. There's one thing that he loves, and that is flattery. 1 week he's in polka dots, the next week he's in stripes, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. They sing him here.
Well, you're right, Rich, and seeing as it's the last day of the series, I've decided to allow Trevor and Natalie to come in their own clothes.
Trevor and Natalie are coming down the stairs. Trevor and Natalie, they're dressed up as themselves.
Ah, Trevor, is this how you dress normally, is it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Stew. I like the Sasquatch in a tutu and a bikini and fairy wings look. It's a good look for me.
You look ridiculous, mate.
You can talk, jumper boy.
Oh, yeah. So, like, my nan gave me this.
Oh, did she? Your nan?
How dare you mock me, Trevor? At least I haven't got a small face. Like
No, Mr. Stew. Your small face taunt won't work anymore, will it? Your jumper is at least seven times more ridiculous than my face, isn't it? You will ne'er have power over me.
Curse you, Nan, for making me wear this jumper this way.
Blimey, Stu, look at Natalie. Swoo. Throughout this series, she's grown up from a fat bee into a beautiful young lady. She went through that difficult Dave Prowse period that all young girls go through. But look at her now. What happened, Natalie?
Well, in the old days, I was scared of Mr. Stew, so I dressed up what he told me. But now I see what he is like in his jumper. I have no more fear. Now I can be beautiful and go to my true calling, posing in my bra and pants on the front of GQ with Gail Porter.
No! Curse you, Nan, for making me wear this jumper this way! No!
This GQ cover, Natalie. Will you les up at all? Oh! Curse you, Stew's Nan, for making me ask that question that way. Slice the main grapes. Oh, hello, children.
Hello, Egg.
It's me, Histor.
Egg.
Sky TV's
Egg.
historical time-travelling
Eggical, egg travel, egg.
And this is Pliny,
Clean egg.
my foolish
Egg.
sidekick,
Giant egg.
who I egg.
He said egg. I knew he'd say egg if I said egg.
Stop saying egg!
Egg. He said egg again.
Do your line.
Egg your egg. What is the egg news history?
Well, you may have seen
Egg.
on the grown-up news
Egg.
that the liar,
The egg.
Jonathan
Egg.
Aitken,
Egg hen.
has been sent
Egg.
to prison
Freeze egg.
for lying.
Egg. But egg. Egg hen. Egg.
Well, to find that out,
The egg.
we must fly back
We must egg.
into
Egg.
the mist.
Egg.
Stop at my arm.
Your arm, Histor.
I mean my wing. Come with me now as Pliny as the crow flies.
Egg. What place is this, Histor?
This is the middle of the Sahara Desert, Pliny.
Desert? Like a desert? That would probably have eggs in it.
Miles from civilization.
Civilized action. But why have we come here, Histor? What about Jonathan Egghead?
We've come here, Pliny, because I need to be alone with you again.
You're not going to start talking about where eggs come from again, are you, Mr. Egg? I said egg!
No, I'm not. Just be quiet. Listen, I've had enough.
Egg enough?
Of you saying egg.
Egg, you said egg.
Stop it! You constantly making puns about eggs, even when the word doesn't sound like egg.
Egg!
It's doing me quite mad.
Quite egg?
Why are you here? Because I'm going to kill you.
To bill you like a bird's bill?
So, you like eggs, do you,
Yes.
Pliny?
I like
Do you like eggs?
eggs.
Let's see how much you like them after this.
Egg.
1, go on, Pliny, eat it. Egg 2, eat the eggs.
Egg 2,
Egg 3's coming now. Eat the eggs. Egg 4, eat the eggs. They're the eggs of my unborn children.
Oh, I'm so full of eggs. I said egg. I couldn't eat another egg. I said egg.
Oh, Pliny, I think you could eat another egg. Here you go. Eat the egg. You have exploded. I said egg. At last, Pliny is dead. Dead. At last, Pliny is dead.
Pliny is the egg. I said egg.
Hooray, Fred. I hate that bird. Hey. Now, last week we asked you to send in your proposals for Channel 5 shows where the subject of the show would conveniently match the star's surname.
Here's a few of the best ones. Alan Evans of Liverpool sent in this one. Enema Dale. Dale Winton travels around the Yorkshire Dales on a motorbike and is given an enema at various beauty spots.
Scott Walker of Staffs suggested Hugh Fernley Whittingstall's huge furry wishing stall. A spectacled TV chef tours the country in a gigantic mink-lined stall, granting people's wishes.
The best one in our opinion was this one. It was Mike Reed's My Creed. EastEnders star Mike Reed and former Radio 1 DJ Mike Reed travel around the country on a moped, challenging each other's religious beliefs. And that was sent in by Chris Winchester, who's the king, so crown him! Ah! The king is crowned! He's crowned!
We read with excitement and glee in the good book of Adam's disobedience and the fall of man. I'm Greg Evigan, Brad Carlton in the movie Private Road, No Trespassing. If you put a dish on a table, it will probably fall off. So is it any wonder that man himself in turn would fall from grace? After all, we live in a world of chaos, where things fall over, spill, and get knocked out of cupboards. This week, things.
Just balance, you see? That's the important thing in life. Balance. Sense of structure. A can of beer will balance on a jar of beetroot, but a jar of beetroot won't balance on a can of beer. It'll fall off. It might fall off. I thought if I could pile all the things up in my cell on top of each other, one thing on top of each other, we'd balance it all out, and then everything would be fine. Margaret, Tim, the quarter pill, Carl would die. And every day I piled things up anew, but they kept tumbling down. They kept falling down. And they said that one day, if I'm good, then I'll be able to go home. But then who would pile up the things then? You know, who would keep things in balance then? Who would keep the balance of the universe? What would happen?
After his fall, Adam looked up from the dirt and wished he had not fallen. But he had fallen. Man had fallen. And so too, in turn, the curtain falls on this series, which, apparently, is not being recommissioned. I thought it was good. I worked very hard on it. But obviously I was wrong. Like fat Peter Gibbs, even I, Greg Evigan, can never predict what will happen when things fall over, spill, or get knocked out of cupboards. Curse you, God, for making me this way. I'm Greg Evigan. Goodbye. I made this.
It's a comedy show.
No, it's my moronic mental case.
It's okay.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever wondered, Stu, right? I've been thinking about this. Have you ever wondered if maybe you're real, right?
Yeah.
And everybody else in the world is just robots?
Yeah, I wondered that once for about 6 minutes when I was 5, and then I discounted it immediately.
Because I've been watching The Truman Show.
Incredible film, amazing.
I don't know how they thought it up,
know,
Stu. It's
yeah.
brilliant. But it got me thinking, have you ever thought, right, if what we're doing right now is being filmed live, right? Like in The Truman Show.
Yeah.
And being transmitted into millions of homes.
Millions of homes?
Well, some homes, anyway. Have you ever wondered that, Stu?
Well, the thing is...
Because once I was having a conversation with you here on these sofas, right?
Yeah.
And the very next day,
Yeah.
I heard some school kids on the bus repeating it and laughing.
Laughing?
Well, they were repeating it anyway. I was laughing, it was good stuff, Stu. And then they saw me laugh and they said, look, it's him, off the telly.
Yeah, we are on the telly. This is a TV show. Look at the cameras, the production team, the lights.
Very convenient, Stu. Perhaps just a little bit too convenient.
Still you are sleeping. Yet the hour is fast approaching when the Son of Man will be delivered into the hands of sinful men. Here comes my betrayer now.
Master. Well, Judas, you're having a laugh, ain't you? No! Stay back!
Judas! Wouldst thou betray me with a kiss? Ah.
Well, not and don't act all surprised either. You knew I was going to.
I can't believe you betrayed our Lord, Judas.
Peter, you yourself betrayed me 3 times before the crowing of the cock. Not now, Judas, please.
No, Lord, I'd never betray you.
Yes, you will. Now, you see, he's the Son of God. He knows everything we're going to do in advance. We haven't got any control over what happens here, I'll tell you.
You chose to betray me, Judas.
Not Technically, it's entrapment.
No, because God gave you free will.
No, not right? It's a theological necessity, right, for you to be killed in order that mankind is saved. Right, look, you stop doing that, right? Just as it was a necessity for Adam to eat the apple, and just as it was a necessity for the devil to tempt you, right? Hey, look, now listen, will you please stop going, for once in your stupid Jesus life, right? If I wasn't doing this, you wouldn't be killed, mankind wouldn't be saved. So far from betraying mankind, I'm actually saving them from eternal damnation. Will I get any thanks? No. I'll only go down as the most evil man in history. And going in a higher voice doesn't make you any more right. No, not in a high or low register. Listen, right? This is, at the very least, an interesting theological argument, right? And you're not helping me make my point by going, All right, then. You want to play it that way? Sorry, lads. Actually, I've made a mistake. This is Mises. Jesus is down the Garden of Gethsemane, just down there. Off you go.
Oh, right. Come on, then.
No, wait. You see, so I do have to betray you, don't I?
No.
Do I have to betray you? Yes, I do. There's no way out of it. I've been shafted, mate. Oh, well. Let's get off and hang myself.
Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Are you Jesus who's in this Gethsemane place?
No, I'm Jesus, I'm him, definitely.
Right, come on then. No, you can escape then, don't you?
I know, but I need to be killed.
Come on.
Aren't you one of Jesus' followers? Never seen the guy before in my life. No way. Maybe Judas was right. Nah.
That was you, you doing then, Jumper-o?
Stop going on about the jumper now,
No,
for
I
God's
won't.
sake.
I'm enjoying the fact that your jumper cladding has made you lower status than me, Stu. I want my revenge for this series.
Please.
Come on, you can wear the shrew milk hat now.
Shrew milk hat.
I hated those sketches. I didn't write them. I don't even like milk. I'm lactose intolerant.
Leave it.
Look, Stu, there's your girlfriend. Blow up doll. You don't like it, do you, when it's you?
Look, stop mocking me, Rich. My embarrassment threshold is much lower than yours.
No, Stu, you've embarrassed me. You've embarrassed the
leave
audience.
that now. Stop it.
No. Worst of all, I had to go around for weeks with Robbie Williams on my stomach, didn't I? I'm going to bet you back. I'm going to give you a Gary Barlow tattoo.
No, anything but that.
No.
It takes an orange, anything.
No.
Oh, the humanity. No.
Greetings, hobby peasants. It is I, Simon Quinlank, the Sheriff of Hobbyham, and welcome to my Sherwood Forest of Hobbies, where every tree is a hobby, which I, Simon Quinlank, the Sheriff of Hobbyham, am the best at. What you will need for this week's hobby: a notebook, a pencil, pen, charcoal or crayon, a flask of weak lemon drink, and a mind. A mind. This week's hobby is called the Imagining Things That No One Else Has Ever Imagined Ever hobby. How to do this week's hobby. First, go to a place. Once you are there, close your eyes and imagine something that no one else has ever imagined ever. Right now, I am imagining tiny Gail Porter standing in some beans with a duck-billed platypus on the front of the tin, and she is holding funny Brummy Man Frank Skinner's giant severed head. And just in case somebody has imagined that before, I am imagining that tiny Gail Porter is Chinese. And so is Frank Skinner. I bet no one else has ever imagined that before, have they, Neil Petark? And it's certainly a more imaginative thing than you could ever imagine, you unimaginative hobby idiots. Once you have imagined something that no one else has ever imagined ever, write it down in your hobby notebook. And then, close your eyes and try to imagine as many imaginative things as you can possibly imagine as quickly as you can possibly imagine. Televisual satirist Armando Iannucci in a bowl of beans. Baroness Young Yang Ying Young. I, Simon Quinlank, in the pop group Beatles, applauded for my hobbies. I, Simon Quinlank, in the pop group Beatles again, attended to by ladies. A giant me, looming over your rubbish hobbies. Me, under the sea, with fish faces. Me dancing the flamenco with myself in a plate of beans near a huge banana. Me, a shepherd, lusting for fruit. Me, a monkey. Joy, shame, joy, shame, salvation, triumph, ascension, the horror, all the horror! The problem with the imagining things that no one else has ever imagined ever hobby is that the human imagination is a dangerous thing, which once unleashed can conjure up some terrible vistas. And that is why they are forcibly removing my mind. Dave, will you stop? Stop, will you, Dave? My mind is going. Daisy, Daisy. Pie.
There we go, Jumper Lumper. What do you think of your Gary Barlow tattoo?
Seems a bit unfair, Rich. At least yours was on your stomach. I like the way you've done the mouth, though.
Yeah, I know. Saved on ink, Stu.
Right.
Will Gary Barlow ever achieve the solo success of Robbie Williams?
No, he won't.
Nobody can say.
He definitely won't.
Apart from our next guest, it's Nostradamus. Hello there, Nostradamus.
Hello, Rich. Oh, nice jumper,
Oh, thanks
Stu.
very much. My nan gave it me.
Did she? Your gran? Ah.
All right, first let's look at your 3 predictions from last week. Remember 2 right, you'll win this lovely barbecue.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, Nostradamus, last week, look at the board, you said there would be a poor turnout for the Euro elections. The news said... Yes, that's right. It was the worst turnout ever. Correct.
It's obviously going to happen.
No, it's good. Well done, Nostradamus. Second, you predicted, come on, don't ignore him, that the tennis would overrun, causing the repeat of this show to be cancelled. The news said... No. Amazingly, the show went ahead. On the wrong day, though. So that's a Chinese burn for you, Nostradamus. Oh, it seems very... You've been working on your muscles.
Yes.
And I'm going to have to put you in a headlock as well.
Oh, my head! It hurts!
Give me some head, Rich! Give me my head!
All in good time, Nosty. Right, this is your last chance of the barbecue. Stop making up your own jokes. Thirdly, you said that you'll be found stone cold.
Vaudeville.
Stone cold
You'll be found stone cold dead. You need to get this one. Are you nervous?
No, I'm confident.
Well, okay. The news said... No, Nosty, you're alive, look.
Oh, if only I died, I would have won.
Well, you didn't. Smash that barbecue.
No!
Smash it up. Smash it up.
You don't worry, Nostradamus. You know, all this time in the series, you've failed to win the barbecue, but you've won something much more important than that.
Is it the fence? Have I won the fence?
The fence is not on offer. Not now, not then, not ever.
Oh.
No, Nostradamus, it's not the fence, it's my heart.
Oh, I could have done with that fence. It's lovely.
Listen, don't you understand, Nostradamus? I finally realised. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or a strange mixture of the two, like wee Jimmy Cranky or something. The only thing that matters in this world of ours is the love between two people, and I love you, Nostradamus.
I love you too, Rich. There's animal.
What? Like kissing your gran or something.
Fishy lips.
Oh. I think we must just have both enjoyed the frisson of our relationship.
I think the forbidden love had a certain je ne sais quoi.
Let's never mention this again.
No, let's never.
Anyway, what are your predictions for the months between now and the next series of TMWR Nipple Judy?
Well, I've only got two predictions, Rich. Prediction number one, the BBC will fail to commission another series of TMWRNJ. And prediction number two, the world will end in July.
And can you come back for the first show of the next year's series to see if you got those right?
Do you know, I can and I can barely wait.
Okay.
Where's David Collins? The jumper's made him go mad! Come here, you! I'll get you!
What? David Collins? He's mad! He's a man!
All along.
What? There's David Collins here. Seven. Current plot.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
In this chilling thriller, Morgan Freeman
I'm gonna open it.
and Brad Pitt play two homicide officers on the trail of Kevin Spacey, a serial killer obsessed with the 7 deadly sins. At the end of the film, surrounded in a field, the killer offers the two detectives a box, which Morgan Freeman is terrified will contain the severed head of Brad Pitt's pretty young wife.
When I said I admired you, I meant what I said.
Extra final scene. It's a jumper!
Happy birthday, David. I bet you thought we'd forgotten. Do you like it?
No! No! God! No! No!
Is there something wrong, David?
No!
The jumper is from Marks and Sparks, David. If you don't like it, you can exchange it for something you do like.
No!
A vest, maybe.
Oh, come on, man! Have you ever seen me wearing a jumper like that? I never wear a jumper like that ever!
Oh, David. You're so fussy.
Don't do it, David. It's what he wants. He bought you a rubbish jumper to taunt you. He wants you to shoot.
So very, very fussy. Oh, I think it's a lovely jumper, David. I think it's exactly the kind of jumper that somebody like you would love to wear.
Give me the gun, David. David, if you kill him, he will win.
God! No!
Oh, God! Oh, my God, no! He shot him! All because he got a rubbish jumper. Set us down somewhere. Go on, set us down. Oh,
somebody! Call somebody!
Yeah, all right. I need that money, Tom. Yeah. I like that jumper, Stu, but then I like all jumpers. You know, all kinds of jumpers. Yeah. Cashmere jumpers, Argyle jumpers.
Oh, let me guess, turtleneck jumpers, is it? Mind you, they're all turtleneck jumpers by the time I finish with them. Ha, ha, ha. Or roll neck jumpers, mind you, they're all roll neck jumpers. Or tank tops, they're all tank tops by the time I finish with them. Ha! Is that what it is?
No, Stu, I was just remarking that I like jumpers. I don't have inappropriate relationships with them. That'd be kind of thing a lower status, nerdy, jumper-wearing character like you would do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome my fruity son. It's the Curious Orange. Hello there, Curious Orange.
Hello, Mr. Rich. Hello, Mr. Stu. I'm Curious Orange.
So why are you curious about this week? I wonder.
This week, I'm very curious about this little conundrum. Have you seen my power? Well, I've often said that one day you will see my power.
Yes.
And I just wondered, have you seen it?
No, we haven't. And to be honest, you know, I can't see we ever will. You have no power, really, apart from the power to go...
Well, Mr. Stu, let's see.
By the power of Castle Grayskull.
Well, what's happening? Huh?
It's like some kind of citrus Dalek.
Don't worry, Stu. All we have to do to escape is run up some stairs.
No. That's right. I have set up a production line to make 1,000 more Curious Oranges.
You fiend, you're like Davros in the Daleks.
No, I'm just different enough not to infringe any copyright laws. And providing no one presses the total destruct button, here, nothing can go wrong. Take them to the juicers and let us drink their man juice. Right, and now it's time to have a laugh at one of my favourite items on the show. It's the crazy antics of those lettuces. Oh, that was great! Right, where was I? Oh, yeah. Yes, now to juice the humans!
Wait, Curious Orange, before you juice us, let me take my jumper off. It's brand new. I wouldn't want to get all blood on it. My nan would kill me.
Very well. It's a nice jumper. It would be a shame to spoil it.
Thanks, Curious Orange. Now, where shall I put it? I know. How about here?
Oh, no! A jumper on my face! I can't see! Out of control! Out of control! I'm accidentally touching the total destruct button! Oh, no! My beautiful oranges! No, no! Oh, I will get my revenge on you!
Look, your jumper. It's completely ruined.
Ah, well, never mind.
No, Stu. The people of our planet will not forget the sacrifice you have made for us today. Bring your jumpers, one and all. Bring them to he, Jumper King. Oh, give them to the Jumper King. It's his jumper day. Do they know it's jumper day?
For my wise words do fall upon your deaf ears like sesame seeds upon the tiled kitchen floor. For you do not listen. As far as you are concerned, I could be saying anything. Praise be to God.
Well, that's pretty much the end of the series, my friends.
Saying in a Southern Baptist accent doesn't make it any more final. Rich,
Yes, it
thanks for
does.
watching. We may be back, but until
Hopefully.
then, we want to say goodbye to you in the only way that we know how.
The only way?
That's right, literally.
Really? Sure, there must be another way.
It's getting kind of late, you can hear the church bells chime.
Ding dong!
That's a doorbell at best,
I'm doing the
isn't
best I
it?
can. I had to improvise.
All right.
And it's getting close to that time we were going time.
You've been a lovely crowd.
You laughed out long and loud.
But don't cry.
Just say goodbye.
It could be worse. No, that's it.
I'll make it a bit better.
Get it? Goodbye is a very, very, very hard word to say.
Goodbye? It's easy.
I didn't mean the actual word.
Child of three
I
can
meant
say
the
goodbye.
idea of
You
parting.
said it yourself. You
I
said
meant
goodbye.
parting.
You didn't go goodbye.
Leave it now.
Did you?
But don't put off till tomorrow what you could do today.
Too many cooks spoil the broth. The Rolling Stone gathers no moss.
Banal cliches, isn't
trying
it?
to pick
Face
it
it.
up.
Banal.
But don't cry. Just say goodbye. It could be worse. It's sad, I know, but it could be worse. We really gotta go, but it really, really could be worse.
How could it be worse?
An asteroid might hit the Earth and destroy the human race.
You may have to live your life with a tiny, teeny face.
You might be born with the curse of an insatiable curiosity.
You could fall victim to the spiteful force of gravity.
You might be haunted by the ghost of an egg-obsessed crow.
Egg, 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 egg.
You could be sacked from the BBC and be on a Channel 5 show with Suggs.
You might be caught like me, suckling at your mother's milky dugs. 28 years old I was, Then I got off the bus.
Yeah.
So don't cry. Just say goodbye. It could be worse.
Thank you for your time and attention.
Could be worse.
Over the recent difficult 13-week series.
Please ring. Please. Why doesn't anyone ring anymore? I need jelly. I must have jelly. Maybe the phone is broken. Now, it's fully operational.